Peace in the LBC. Peace in the LBC, y'all. Bitch, I'm in motion. Hey. Bitch, I'm in motion. Okay, gotta be in motion on these MFers. What's up, Judy Coles, Voodoo, Melanated, Shot Cam, Peace in the LBC. Montrese, long time no see. I'm happy you're here. Oh my God, so much has been going on. A lot of things been happening. I've been mostly in the beef sector, so I'm gonna talk about that. But I want to touch on the Mo3 sector for a moment. As it seems like Broadway has brought himself out. He did a live. I think the hour is about the live was about like an hour. I don't know, like 45 minutes. Maybe it was 2 hours, but it's a very short live. I thought you and Rex were taking a break for 2 weeks, but okay, let's go. Magnum, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And like I'm trying to understand you. I really am. So maybe we can have a conversation or maybe not. At this point, I'm just like, I just don't know which way the wind is blowing with niggas. I really just don't, and I don't have time to try to figure it out because I'm in motion. Hi. And if I fucking if I stop this big body and go beep beep and say nigga what up, then either it's a conversation or it ain't. I'm in motion. Hi. Okay, bitch, I'm in motion. Okay. So Nah, Shakim, drop down, bitch. Shakim became very famous for that shit. But what was I gonna say? Okay, so in the Mo3 sector, Broadway has popped himself out. He did a short live. He basically was speaking to some situations with Polar Gang. And I know that there is a situation because I was over at Coolins. I hit the link like a few days ago and my head was over there and it got brought up that maybe Polar had been saying some things about B-Way, Duck, Coolin, and Mahia. And so he did a live and insinuated to some stuff. And it kind of like it goes back to now to this live with Broadway, where Broadway is bringing up how Polar feels like people need to be beholden unto him, and that now Mahea's doing the news because they say that Mahea stole the news from Polar, right? Because that was Polar's thing. But he's saying, look, shit, the nigga that surpassed you. All you do is come out here with the word dollar shit, and you can't seem to get past point A, and really, nigga, get off our nuts in so many words. You know what I'm saying? This is a summation, not a verbatim. He didn't really say much about the duck situation, other than to basically say that this is his brother. He stand by his brother, and what the fuck you niggas thought? I'm gonna come out here and say. And really, it was really good timing for him to come out now because Duck, this whole thing with Duck has kind of it's moved away. Like it's cycles, right? You'll have like maybe I always give it a 3-day cycle when the situations that happen in any of these sectors. And sometimes it'll go into a 7-day cycle. So 3, 5, or 7, possibly like that, right? Um, but it doesn't really last that long. Now there are long lasting feuds, but it dies down. Like I'm talking about when everybody's eyes are on it for the moment. And then it becomes part of history, and then people need refresher courses and what the fuck actually happened. There's some people who have like brains like elephants that remember every single detail, and others be like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened. It becomes a conversation way down the line. So the way Broadway did it was strategically a good way because enough time had passed. You even see Duckhead went live and he had a significant amount of people, numbers over there. He had weathered the storm, the whole nurse case situation storm. So unless, again, like I said before, hey Sanity, peace and LBC. Like I said before, unless he lets MHB come out here with the fuckery. Hey Cynical One, peace and LBC. Is much ado about nothing. Polar and a few of his okay. Polar and a few of his kids are fighting. We are watching close. Hey, 2YNC, peace in the LBC. Basically, that's what's happening because, Polar gave a lot of people, hey, youngest, drop it into to hug your bell. Oh, thank you. Peace in the LBC. I really appreciate that. Everybody who's just sliding through to, give me a like and all that kind of stuff. I appreciate that for real. And but with the history with Polar, a lot of people got their pages from Polar. They came out of his camp. Coolin would be one of them. Broadway will be one of them. Mahay will be one of them. And he is the father to these children, if you will. Not so much Duck, because Duck came up under Broadway, but so I don't know what the play or the conversation about Duck has to play into the situation. But I know Polar has been going live, and I haven't been catching all his lives. But I don't know if he's going to actually start just gunning and picking niggas apart. But when it comes to this Nurse Cree situation, the only way this thing would probably get even more interesting or pick up some momentum is if MHB, like I said, come out here smacking baby mama's asses and shit. Okay, like gazing into the camera, doing some kind of weird ass shit, you know, like winking and shit, like nigga, I got your bitch, you know. Outside of that, it's dead in the water. It's dead in the water. Meanwhile, one of Polar great kids wants to learn more about his great grandfather and ended up getting bodied himself. Nobody wins when the family feuds. Oh. Meanwhile, one of Polar great kids wanted to learn more about his great grandfather and ended up getting bodied himself. What? Nobody wins when the family feuds. Hey, George, what's up, Koopa? Polar is a part of the community. You think so? Mm-mm. Duck is a great grandchild. Let's be clear. Okay, Duck is a great. And then he got bodied trying to figure it out. Oh wow. Is that and if that's the case, Polar, come get your kids. Not come get your kids. Not Polar, come get your kids. Well, I don't know what Polar's gonna do, if he's gonna ignore or keep speaking to the factual situations, because one cannot erase history. If you came out of somebody's camp and they actually helped build your channel, then there should be some kind of acknowledgement of that. But I think after a while, one is saying like, okay, look, you did help me get my start, but I had to maintain this shit, and you can't take credit for the maintenance, right? The maintaining of this situation. So it's like if, say, your father gave you the keys to the kingdom, and then 50 years later or 20 years later, he comes back from his sabbatical and it's like, oh, yeah, the kingdom looks good. Well, the shit has expanded. There's more people and it's this and that and stuff. And it's just all kinds of things. But you did that work. That was your shit. You wouldn't have found another kingdom to fuck with. So I don't know. But it was much ado about nothing, which all things are much ado about nothing. In truth, all of these things that are happening in these sectors is really much ado about nothing, but it becomes content is conversation. No, Lack is the great grandchild that got bodied. Keep up sincere. Okay, Lack is the great grandchild that got bodied. Well, I mean, I don't know. I ain't been paying attention to that, all that shit. They were talking about Cree and them for too fucking long. And then I just got a rumbling, right? When I was over at Coolin's about Polar possibly saying the thing, but I didn't like hear it myself. But it gets brought up again when Broadway goes live. And it seems like his focus was more on Polar than anything else. And he kind of just rolled over that situation with Duck. So I think it was a deflection. To be honest, all of it was deflection. Hey, Wolf, peace in the LBC. I think there was a lot of fucking deflecting going on. Hey, Paulette, peace in the LBC. I caught your live. I didn't even know Broadway had went live. That's how I found out he went live over at your live. I was like, say what? Let me take my ass over there and listen to this shit for a half a second. Do you think this shit was a deflection from the whole Duck situation? I feel like him talking about Polar was like a whole deflection from what was happening with Duck and Nurse Cree and all the possibilities of what was said behind the scenes and shit like that. And I wonder if he's been live since then, because I thought I was subscribed to him, but maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I thought I was subscribed to the Arkansas Boys. Nurse K acting like she doesn't care. Doesn't care. Clearly, it's affecting her. Hey, Madam Scorpio, peace in the LBC. Yeah, she might be bothered, but she would let's be honest. I guess let's be honest would be considered beef sector. Well, she popped up in the beef sector by way of Lemon. You know what I'm saying? All these people pop up and they be by way of Lemon. So I don't, I don't know where these people came from, but let's be honest, and her are supposed to be together, together or something. Hey, cool gamer, peace in the LBC. Like, she was literally on Nurse K's link presenting as such. So I don't know what's happening, but these people, far as I know, with Let's Be Honest and Dragons, and they say Dragons been around the beef sector for a long time. Dory, I guess, solidified that in some type of way, or a couple of people have said that she was around Dragons under a different name. But I know Dory is one of them. So there's that. I don't know. And Dory's been around for a long time, whether you like her or not. She has been around for a while, so she might, know a little something. But you just never know which way, because they all be gunning for each other. So you have to kind of like listen to the words that are coming out their mouth and kind of like decipher between the lines on some things. But all these people by way of Lemon. And so there's always this complaint when it comes to Lemon, right? Because this is a good segue into that situation, which is the beef sector, about Lemon bringing this random people over, like, Binary, Resto. Uh, too good with him. Let's be honest. Uh, just the Umar boys in of themselves, the totality, you know what I'm saying? But all the sectors have merged through, I want to say, Lemon's platform. Because you'll see Mo3 sector over there, beef sector, black sector, a lot of sectors. And they'll be talking buku shit about his ass, but them motherfuckers be right over there. Right the fuck over there. I think B-Way is still mad at his father for what happened to his twin brother, Polo. Ken is an onion layers. Oh, Nurse K got me blocked in LMFAO. I'm trolling the fuck out of her. She done blocked you. Hey, Jill's Comfort, peace in the LBC. Mm-mm-mm. They get the blockity blocking. There's some motherfuckers I wish would just block me. Now, I ain't gonna block you. I ain't got time to be figuring all that shit out. I'll ignore your ass, but but shit, fuck it. I'm saying, hey, if y'all feel the need to block me, please do. Please effing do. Okay? So, anyway, as of late, Lemon has been on the Summer Jam scream, if you will. He has been in the news. He has all kinds of things surrounding around Lemon and unapologetically Mika. And also Jay Dunn. And it's been playing itself out. We are in the middle of a striking war, if you will. Hey, D-Ham, peace in the LBC. Oh my God, in the midst of a striking war right now. So Lemon went live the other night. Jay Dunn went up there and P-bombed him. So then he had to lose his live behind that, which I think he could just have cut out the piece where she did it and brought his live back. So, but the next day he goes live, or the next time he goes live. So this has all happened within like a 2 to 3 day span, because it's all coming together for me. Like, it's like just melting together, if you will, for me. Like, it's just becoming one big old blob of fuckery, if you will. It's just becoming a blob of fuckery, if you will. But it goes live. Like, after, okay, so when that happened, he found his way over to Pizarro's. There's a conversation over there. He's talking buku shit to Jay Dunn and fuck you bitch type of stuff, that kind of stuff. Then he goes live again, and in the midst of that live, Jay Dunn is playing his live. So Jay Dunn is live playing his live while he's live. And so Yactavius, he was on the panel over at Lemons. His good cloud chasing ass was over there on the panel at Lemons. And they're telling Lemon, Jay Dunn is playing your live, so on and so forth. Okay. So it finally dawns upon him, or sinks in deep enough. And now Octavius ass is over there saying, hey, I will strike Jay Dunn's live for you. Give me permission, because now I guess there's this YouTube rule where if you get permission from a person, you can put in a flagging on their behalf. So he goes to flag Jay Dunn's live, right? That live gets flagged. And then I'm thinking, okay, well, I seen Jay Dunn's live because I was there. I didn't drop down or anything like that, but now it's gone. So the flag went through. Um, all the time this is going down, mind you, I'm on Shakim's live, right? I'm on Shakim's live. So because Shakim is live at the same time, but I'm kind of monitoring some of the things that are happening. So Jaden disappears, and I'm thinking, oh, where the hell? Like, why she didn't strike up a live or anything like that? Well, Jaden asked was busy because she went and struck Lemon's live in mid fucking flight. So that nigga's life was just down, and I think he might be struck out for a few days. So I'm like, say what? So now we have a flagging war going down. Hey, Wax AP, peace in the LBC. Oh my God. Meek is going live at 4:30 today. So it says 4:30 today, but when I went over there, it says 1:30. So 1:30 my time. So yeah, so it'll be 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So she's gonna be live in about an hour, right? About an hour. I wanted to get this live out because I want to see Mika's live, and so there's a lot going on. So then the striking war has begun. Oh my Lord. Then you see people at Pizarro's. Um, you see a fluctuation of conversations over at Shakim. You see people talking about it left and right. It's the flagging wars, and everybody's going crazy. But when Lemon went live, he had unapologetically Mika over there, and they were talking about what happened at Pizarro's, right? Because over at Pizarro's, prior to the flagging, because this is like prior to the flagging, they were talking about, well, okay, so did it happen that way? I think this was prior to the flagging. This was after the porn bombing. So after the porn bombing, they were over at Pizarro's, and Jay Dunn and Lemon got into it at Pizarro's. In the midst of that conversation, he's taking a judge like a little at Jadon, and he throws unapologetically Mika up into the mix. He's basically saying that, she inferred that she didn't really like Jadon like that. She likes Ness, right? So that's how Ness gets, brought up into the situation, right? And so she never said anything. Like unapologetically, Mika said, "Yeah, hey Jadon, let's talk behind the scenes or whatever." But she didn't say anything to Lemon as to say, "Nigga, why are you saying that?" Um, that's not true. Just any fucking thing to that nature. Hey, Drakara is based in the LBC. Like nothing. You see what I'm trying to tell you? Like nothing was fucking said, right? And that has stuck. Like when you're dealing with like Jadon, you have to understand Jadon is watching all the movement. She's looking at what is said, what ain't said, who's saying the thing, who to tap their ass in, how things is moving. Like she's looking at the whole fucking. Even my ass is probably getting side eye because I'm talking about the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are you talking about this broad? Where she did say something to that nature of it over at TMO's because she was just over at TMO's, right? Like the, unapologetically, Mika hasn't been anything to anybody. Why are y'all talking about her now? Because she became content. She ended up being content over there at Pizarro's. It kicked off over there because Lemon threw her into the fray. Lemon threw her ass into the fray. So now she going live later on today at 4:30 Pacific. I mean Eastern Standard Time and 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. Hey, Binary, peace in the LBC. I haven't seen you in a while. I want to tell you the last live I listened to of yours, where you were talking about groupthink and stuff like that. It was a very good live. I fully wholeheartedly understood what you were saying, and I agree with you on a lot of things. Yeah, so it is a group think mentality around this bitch. I swear it is. I swear it is. Hey, so bomb, peace in the LBC. So I'm gonna be jumping all over the place and trying to watch the chat at the same time. And you guys tell me if I'm out of order or in order or whatever the fuck. If you following what the fuck I said because I done smoked this good ass weed too. Mm-mm. I got my nigga stick right here. I got my nigga stick for your ass. Okay, I'm gonna light this bitch up on your ass real quick. Okay, because I'm gonna be on a laid back. I wish a nigga would. On a laid back one though. You know what I'm saying? Smoke weed every day. Okay, anyways. Oh my god, I tickle myself sometimes. I'm just a fucking mess. But anyways. So unapologetically, Mika is going live today. And the reason why she's going live today is because this happened at KRN's, right? Um, yeah, was it King Romans? I think it was at King Romans. But anyways, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But basically, Jay Dunn put out a communication that was between her and unapologetically Mika, where unapologetically Mika is basically saying in a nutshell that she thinks Jay Dunn's a cool person, everything's fucking sunshine and roses type of shit, right? Y'all go figure out the words because I can't remember all the fucking words. And I damn sure ain't gonna post the fucking words. But she kicked it off. And it's all because, right? All of this is happening because Jay Dunn is saying, hey, you guys are trying to say that she doesn't like me or she felt the way about me, but look how she's communicating with me. Okay. But everybody's throwing her underneath the fucking bus. First, Lemon is using her as some kind of artillery, and you're defending. Now Jay Dunn is defending the situation using fucking her as artillery. I'm like, man, this bitch might as well be a bullet. Oh, Mika, I don't mean to call you a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how I talk. But girl, see, I don't want to offend nobody because that is the way I talk. But she might as well. She probably didn't turn into an arrow, a fucking bullet, a slingshot. I mean, all all the things using unapologetically Mika. So unapologetically Mika is like, they'll say the fuck what? Well, now I'm gonna go live, and I think she's probably gonna come out with her own communications or whatever. And so now Jay Dunn is thinking like, well, why the fuck is all this happening? Because you must want to be content, or you must want to get your channel started. Now, I felt like, because I was over at Shakim's and I was saying this, I said, well, it could be that unapologetically Mika has been tapped into the intersanctum. And she's been given a couple of storylines. You know what I mean? It's one way to get somebody's channel popping is to act like you just had like a little slip or whatever, because this is going to tag you in. And this is exactly how it's going to go. And if you're willing enough to deal with this kind of aspect of it, then this should pump your channel up. Pump it up. Because see, sometimes motherfuckers will write you into a script. They will write your ass right the fuck up into that bitch, okay? Because they're using you to bring up a new person. Like a new person into the scene. And she has enough storylines because her and Shakim don't get along. Now she has a storyline with Jay Dunn, a love affair that might not be a love affair, and then Lemon, right? It's a number of ways this shit can go. But, she's saying, or it was said, that she's the type of person who doesn't really want to go live and makes her anxious or what have you. But now she's going live and she's going to come out with what? Like, what is the presentation? And this is all coming off the cusp of Jay Dunn literally putting out a text message or Instagram message or whatever. It's a message to her from Mika. From her. Yeah. So I don't know if it's going to get any other messier because it seemed like it's going crazy right now. Hey, Bird, stop following me at Binary. Oh. You piece of the yeah, stop following her, Binary. Okay. Hey, just my thoughts. Okay, good afternoon, sincere listening and supporting, and hello to the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. At Bird, thank goodness I dropped down first. You know how fast narratives start. Okay. What? Okay, see, please never mind sincere. She been smoking, but the content is still A1. Please never mind me because I'll be tongue tied and all kinds of shit. I think UM was not so solid. I don't want to be offensive, LO, when she didn't correct Lemon. Yeah, like she should have corrected Lemon. And she should have said, hey, that's not true, Lemon. Don't use me. Don't weaponize me against Jada. Me and Jada have a cool relationship. But see, that never was said. And so Jada is checking for that as well. You know what I mean? Shameless plug, but I'm going to have to a sit down discussion with her as well. With who? Wait, am I missing something? I'll be behind. Mm-mm-mm. and forgetting what the fuck I said because I done smoked this weed. With Mika, you're having a sit down with Mika? Actually, Kim, I'm finna cloud chase. What? Hey, Aggie, peace in the LBC. Say what? You having to sit down with Mika? Well, welcome to Stardom. Shit, that's all I can fucking say. Welcome to Stardom, Mika. Cause girl, I look, I was over at Shaq Kim's last night and I hit the link when Lemon was over there. And people have been talking about, Lemon being over at Shaq Kim's last night, but nobody's talking about like the conversation me and him had, right? And I literally asked him, why did you throw Mika underneath the bus? Like, why did you take a conversation that was said behind the scenes, like between you and your friend or Maud or whatever she is, of some importance, and bring it to the forefront? Basically, he was mad at Jay Dunn, and he just wanted to, like, sticker with something he knew. I said, well, you got to stop doing that shit. Like you have like, you got Tracy upset with you. And look, I am not a Tracy stan. I don't give a fuck about Tracy, but Tracy has been a support unto you. You know what I mean? You got her upset, wondering why the fuck and how the fuck this whole thing with Mika's coming about. You got Beans and Cornbread feeling some type of way. I know Two Peas was feeling the way at one point in time. You got people in your chat feeling the way. Motherfuckers trying to porn bomb you. I said to him, I said, like, do you not understand, like, why things are moving the way they're moving? Like, you need to get a little bit more panel control. And I gave the example of the K-Fit situation, right? Because, like, when things started to get a little too aggressive towards K-Fit, or at least seemed like it was going to be somewhat, disrespectful, and you want to keep certain relationships with people, you should have said, hey, check this out. You can say what you want to say, but clean it up. Like, back up off them words, nigga. Now, what you trying to say now? Like, you could have did that. And it's the same vein as this. Is that when Ness got to talking about her private part, you could have said, like, slow down, Ness. Now, you can say what you want to say, but stop talking, back up off her private part. Unless you're going to have a conversation with her, I'm going to let her up right now. Because it's my understanding, or at least the understanding that I'm getting, is that Jaden can't be up there when Ness is up there. I mean, is that the case? I meant to ask Lemon that. But I had like a real good conversation with him. I felt he seemed to understand where I was coming from, or at least what I was saying to him. I told him that he needs to have more panel control, right? And this is up to him. And he's been around people long enough in the beef sector to understand the dynamics. He knows who the fuck he's dealing with. He knows what Jadon gives. He knows what Ness gives. He knows what Sir King gives, and the Tracy gives, and a Treasurer gives. And nigga, you've been around long enough. And I told him, and you need to stop drinking so much. Like, just sober it up a little bit. Because you have to, like, be in control of your channel somewhat. Unless you have a person that you really trust that can be there the whole time, which I would think at this point would be Lolo, and bring structure. And it's understood. If my ass is not, if I'm having too much of a good time, this is a designated driver right here. She run this ship if I ain't running this ship. So whatever the fuck she say, that's what it is. Hey, Vibrant. Hey, Howlin. Peace in the LBC. Oh my God. My mod is in the house. My mod is in the house. Hey, my mod is in the house. My mod is in the house. Queen Sanity, yes. Oh, Sanity, did I say hi? I hope I said hi. Mm-hmm. And hey, yeah, I know I said hi to you. Oh my God, I get to talking like a 1959 transistor radio on that ass. Okay, K-Fit can go to the law about it. She's another dud. K-Fit can't go to the law about it. She's another dud. Ooh, 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 ooh. Did y'all catch Jadon? Okay, let me see. Did y'all catch Jadon at Pizza's pretty much admit that the real reason she P-bombed Lemon was because she was jealous Ness was flirting with Mika? See, no, I didn't catch that. She literally did say, though, the reason why she did it was because Ness was talking about her private part being stretched out, but that's a possibility. She might have felt away. And that lets you know that, I mean, Ness had to obviously know that Jadon had a liking for Mika. Like, this is new to me. I'm like, say what? But I'm piecing it together because I'm thinking like, why was Ness going so hard for Mika? She was like, really, she was putting down the macrofama lamb on two broads at one time. Pimp, pimp, hooray. But she was trying to put the macrofama llama down on two brides at one time, which was one is Mika, and the other one was like Sharika or something like that. I'm a Mika, Sharika. Shrika, Amika. Amika, Sharika. Sharika, Amika. Go. Mika, Sharika. Shrika, Amika. Uh. Putting the macrofama llama down. Do you hear me? And she was talking nothing but pussy. I said, God dang, I don't understand this language. You know, I understand dicky, 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 but this right here you talking is just so foreign to me. I was like, I don't know if I want to hear this shit anymore. I don't know. She was talking the language of pussy. I didn't know pussy had a language like that. Like it has a verbal. Oh, okay. I know it sounds and shit. You get wet and start sounding like something. You know, wop. But this motherfucker was verbal. I said, God damn. I think it was turning a lot of people off. But it was just going on and on and on and on. I just said, and she's putting it down on Mika and a Sharika broad. Is her name Sharika? Sharika? Sharika. Sherika, I think that's her name. Hey, Big Rigs. Hey, Hypnotic Beast in the LBC. I don't know shit. But she was doing that. And more than likely, maybe Ness knew that there was something going on between, or maybe she suspected there was something going on between Jay Dunn and Mika. Or maybe she knew because maybe Lemon told that shit too. Nigga, Lemon, did you tell that shit too, nigga? Nigga, did you tell that shit too? Hey, Yaya, peace in the LBC. I want to know, okay? Because you've been a drunk, telling ass nigga left and right. And I tried to tell you over there at Shakim's to get your shit together. Sherika. Oh, Sherika from Chicago. She likes it pronounced Sherika. Sharika. 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 Like Eureka, but Sharika. That's how I remember it. Eureka, Sharika, like that. You know what I mean? I gotta have a word association going down right now. Hey, East Atlantic, peace in the LBC, peace in the LBC. Okay, actually, I knew it was BS when you said it, Dracaris. Okay, I don't gotta go up there. Hey, I'm that messy. Peace in the LBC, peace in the LBC. Girl, look like we got some people over here. Ah, dang. Okay, so anyways, so she's going live later on, and it's all this, conversation. Now, I presented over at Shakim's the possibility that this is them tapping a new person into the upper echelon of the CCs, right? Because what they'll do is they'll, by way of a storyline or whatever, one of the CCs that they're favoring or whatever, they'll just push their channel and they'll put them in a situation. So this is their time to shine. Now we already know that Mika has been over there sitting and posted with Lemon, and she was posted with Lemon the other night after that whole shit with Jadon, and I don't even know what she was saying. Like I just Lemon was putting on an act. I felt like, and I told him, and if I haven't told him shit, I'm telling his ass now. Fuck it. I don't smoke this weed. Did I tell him this? I'm out of shit. Fuck it. Anyways, it's not like I won't tell him. But what I'm saying is this, is that I felt like you put her out there. This is initially my initial thought. I felt like you mentioned her to do like the stabbing on Jadon You mentioned her, and then you tried to walk it back and come out in your superhero outfit, fly out there and save her from a conversation with Shakim. But you just threw her underneath the bus. So I felt like you were walking it back. But now I'm starting to think also it's a possibility that all this was done strategically so that you can kind of pump up her channel a little bit, and also take a couple of hits at Jadon. That's a possibility too. But it seems like there's this emotional aspect to it that I can't really like. There's a emotional aspect that seems a little volatile, which makes me think it's not so much of a play, or part of it is, and then all the other stuff is like, solving for X, the unknown. Like things you can't anticipate or don't possibly know could happen, but it could fuck your shit up or it actually could add to your situation. So it looks like a lot of craziness is going down. Okay. A woman saying they can take another woman's uki constantly on the panel, dragging someone's uki several times. Whew, no outrage. Folks finally get to see a real uki. They were talking about outrage. Okay. And she was up there talking about whose uki she could take away. She said she could take Mika away from Jay Dunn and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that was going down. I mean, it was a lot of uki talk. Okay, the uki ya ya. Okay, ichi ichi kichi ya ya. Okay, all that was going down. It was a mess. What is going to happen later on, y'all? I don't know. If Mika's channel starts popping again, do you think Lola will feel a way? Quite possibly. And then when Lola was live, she was having her little tipsy titties that are tipsy. I don't know how your titties can be tipsy, but I mean your whole body can be tipsy. So I guess maybe your titties can be tipsy. Well, anyways, she was having a little tipsy night, right? They was over there drinking, and they came and told her like, oh, um, Jay Dunn struck Lemon. And so because I was peeping up in the skybox, because I was on Shakim's live, and I was paying attention to that shit. But some of that shit started becoming like wah 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 wah, because my eyes is over here and over there, because I'm kind of traveling to see what's happening. So I come into the skybox of Lolo, because I find out that Lemon got hit. I'm thinking, okay, the numbers are shifting, like, so the numbers start going to whoever was live, Shakim, and then I think Pizarro went live, so some shit can go shift her way, and Lori happened to be live. So so a lot of people start going over to Lori's, and they're telling her, hey, oh, Jay Dunn struck Lemon. Jay Dunn struck Lemon. And you hear it's like, here it goes, and then this, Lolo ass was drunk, and Lolo was like, oh no, I can't deal with that. No, Jada, I like you, but I can't agree with that. No, oh, that's not right. That's not right. But she only has half the story, and she's tipsy. You know what I mean? She don't know what the fuck is going on. She like, what? So then she finds her way over to Pizarro's, and then like more is revealed to her, and then she's like, oh, okay. Well, I'm not in it type of stuff. And I said, girl, that's why when the shit pop off, I don't give a fuck how drunk you are. Just shut the fuck up. Because you really just don't know. And you really just don't know what limit. Because this nigga be drunk doing all kinds of shit. Let me tell you, if this nigga he was up all night long. All night. Last night, he was dancing in the streets. All night long. All night. This nigga hit, he hit Shakim's live. I ended up having a conversation with him and a couple of, and who was there? It was me, Sanity, Shakim, Dory was up there. Dory was trying to get her little, Lord, look, I don't know Dory very well, and I don't feel no type of way about Dory. I don't dislike her, right? Some people dislike her, but I'm getting to know her. But I don't know what the fuck Dory was talking about. I said, I'm trying to talk to this nigga, and Dory, I don't know what the hell you saying right now. But I'm trying to get to why the fuck he put Mika out there like that. I'm trying to understand the dynamics here. You said that's fake as hell. Lolo was acting like she didn't know anything about it on Peace. Well, she did, because I was in the skybox. They had came and told her, but I don't think it was really so much an act. I want to say is that she didn't have a full concept. Like if you go back to Lori's live, you'll see if it's still up there. You'll see when they first came and told her. It was right after Lemon got struck, and then Pizarro had like okay, so it said when I went and checked Pizarro's, it said that she had been 28 minutes into the live, and also Lemon had came over there. So right after he got struck, I think he went straight over to Pizarro's. But I don't understand. I thought he would have went over to Lori's. Cause then ain't that his right hand man? Like to me, it seemed like he would have went to Lori's. Keep it in your camp. But I guess Pizarro's considered part of the camp. What's the point of that? Okay, she was acting completely lost. Was she? Well, she was drunk. I know that. He's going live on his backup, so it will be in the. Oh, he's going live on his backup. That's totally drag done today. Oh my God. Was she drag her? Okay, well, everybody at it right now. It's too many lives going on for me to look. The only live at this point I probably want to see is unapologetically Mika's. Cause she over here acting like, Lemon didn't throw her underneath the bus. So if you acting like that, then I'm gonna believe that Lemon didn't throw you underneath the bus. Lemon is promoting you. And he's helping you get in the game. And he don't give a fuck about all these strikings and shit that's going on because he know his people are going to follow him. Now, I came from a place that maybe like, quite possibly there's a lot of dissension, which there is. But I think, Lemon, quiet as kept, works well in chaos. The nigga works well in chaos. You know what I mean? And he has been around long enough, so I kind of watched it a little bit more just to have like to pinpoint it exactly the way I want to pinpoint it. Because see, look, I listen to niggas. Like if I'm asking you a question, it's for a reason. I want to hear your answer. Like I want to see and hear the words formulating. Like sometimes you can see the words formulating in their brain. Like if they on camera, you get to see that shit. The wheels get to moving. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all around town. And then shit start coming down and start spilling out. The whole entire fucking alphabet. And words get to forming. I want to hear what the fuck you got to say. And I'm listening to you. You know what I mean? I'm listening to your fucking ass. It's important. Shit. And I'm talking to, if you paying attention, even Lemon know that shit. Who Lemon said, who's that Shakim? Who's like, I was listening to you, Sincere. You were in a chat and you were saying to listen or something. I said, yeah. You were at Pizarro's panel. Right, you were on Pizarro's. This was a few days ago. I was in the chat and I said, control yourself and listen to what they're saying to you. Don't react. Just listen to what they're saying to you. Now, when I said that shit to him, Lemon didn't say nothing to me. He didn't say hi, Sincere, nothing like that. But I knew I was talking to his ass and I knew he was fucking listening. And guess what? Proof in the pudding. He told me he was. So a lot of times, motherfuckers try to act like they don't see me and shit. But they watching every fucking word. Because I ain't coming with no fuckery. I'm coming with that real. I'm going to hip you to the T. I'm talking square biz to you, baby. All the fucking time. All the fucking time. I'm not talking bullshit, crazy scenarios, roundabouts, and loop-de-loops with your fucking ass. And I ain't trying to tag team you either. So, and I'm going to be fair about it. So, and at that time I was telling him, I'm saying, you need to start listening to the things that people are saying to you and not be so quick to answer. And when he gets in those little drunken states, that shit happens. Because he thinks that he can overtalk a situation. Like he thinks he can just, go past the thing. Then he'll find his way, turn around and be like, oh, well, I was wrong for doing that and da-da-da, which he did. He admitted, right? He says, okay, I'm wrong for throwing Mika out there, so on and so forth. But I just want to let Jay Dunn know. Well, you know how Jay Dunn is. And right now, what's happening is you see a fracture in a friendship. They have some kind of friendship, and now you're starting to see a fracture because Jay Dunn is going to fucking drag her ass. Depending on what she's saying is live, Mika's gonna get dragged for filth. Right now, things are being called into question, and Jay Dunn is like, like a pointer. Like them dog. No, I don't want to call her a dog. I'm not calling you a jog, but dog, Jay Dunn. But listen, like like the pointer, like the target or hunting dog. A hunting dog is fixated on what it's gonna get. That kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's going down right now. I just don't want to see a lung flying by. Oh my God. And then Mika that went to the doctors today. She got some blood drawn. She's not doing too well. Well, I guess she's doing better. Um, but she's, she has ailments and stuff, and there's little slugs being sent her way by Jay Dunn. And then V. Lachey hit the link over there at TMO's, right? It was in the clouds. Now, a lot of times I'll be in people's clouds. I don't touch down. So, if I'm in your clouds, then, that means I don't dislike you or anything like that. And I support. But, shit, I never know which way the wind blows with these broads. I ain't gonna even fucking lie. So I just be like, let me keep a fucking distance, because I don't feel like arguing with no hoes. I'm not doing it. I don't want to argue with any of you hoes about any fucking thing. Okay? But I was in the clouds. V. Lachey hit the link over there. And she says she doesn't, know what's really going on. She doesn't want Mika to be in a situation, but she does support her, and also she supports Jay Dunn. So I think she's trying to keep a very neutral stance at this time. But she is one of Mika's bigger supporters. I think that's like equivalent to like a best friend, if you will. Is Vila Shay is Mika's best friend? I would say they're best friends. You can't make me laugh when you're trying to recover vibrant. Oh, okay. Let me see. Da, da. Mika has to do this live for herself and herself alone. She has to speak her truth and stand in her ish, no matter what. She's gonna have backlash. Facts. She's definitely gonna have to stand in this live on her own. Um, I feel like she could have waited a while before she went live and said anything, just to see what moves happen in between, like who says what and what it looks like, so she can come from a more authentic space, from a space of reality, right? Like a space of like her real, meaning that this person did X, Y, and Z and moved this way, and she can like make a sound judgment about who she should be around and who's around her. Hey, Vila Shay, I just mentioned you, girl. Okay, yeah. Oh, you say okay. Yeah, we are friends in real life off this app. Okay, that's what I thought. Hey, Drip, peace in the LBC, girl. Said your name and you didn't came up out of the sky. I was like, what the fuck? Hi, Vila Shay. Hey, Vila Shay. Hey, Vila Shay. Hey, Vila Shay. I'm excited for Unapologetically Mika's live. Oh, V, did you see me over at Shaq Cam's last night? Did you see my conversation with Lemon by any chance? Not too many people are talking about, because these niggas ain't gonna talk about me. These bitches ain't gonna say my name, and that's good. I mean, it makes it better for me, really, in truth, But I did have a little tete-a-tete with him over there, and I felt like it went somewhere. I learned a little something, right? Outside the fact that he's drunk and shit, and he could be a little bit petty. But there's quite possibility, like I think there might be a possibility of a pushing of a channel. What do you think? Mm-hmm. That 5 finger plant got sincere, right? Okay. I be smoking that weed. Okay. I'll be happy. Hey, the beef sector. Peace in the LBC. Peace in the LBC. What happened where? Over at Shakim's? Nothing much. Lemon popped up and then he disappeared and then he came back again. The nigga was all over the place. I'm trying to tell y'all. It was like, what? I thought you was gone, nigga. I thought you had a fucking Discord to be in. Some shit to clean up. I told this nigga go take a nap. Like, if you're tired, now go take a nap. Nigga, go to sleep. But he was still up. He left to supposedly go to Discord land, and then he came back to Shark Kim's. And then he had the nerves. Okay, so like Sanity said to him, can Shark Kim come to your channel? Something to the nature of can Shakim come over there? And then he gave Shakim a stipulation, right? Like he had to apologize to Mika or something like that, or get along with Mika. And I'm like, Shakim ain't giving you no stipulations. You come over here free will, talking in roundabouts. Look, this nigga was trying to deflect so bad. I ain't gonna even lie. Lemon, nigga, you was deflecting, okay? This nigga was deflecting. He got to talking about shit from way back into Vegas and some motherfucking shit. And I said, what the fuck does this have to do with the last 24 hours, nigga? We need to get on track. He got to talking about Dory and how Dory was a look. We all know what that shit. We know all. Look, a lot of us been around long enough to know the whole fucking thing when it comes to Dory and her dude and Kiki and all the things in between. We are talking about what happened. Like shit, fuck it. Not even the last 24. In the last 48. It's just 48 hours. In the last 48. How does the song boom boom boom? Last 48. That's what we're fucking talking about, nigga. He was all Shakim, was he not all over the world? And yeah. I can find my baby. Been around the world. And I can find my baby. I don't know and I don't know why. Why he's gone away. Cause your ass was talking to loopy loops, bitch. That's why he left. Motherfucker couldn't make hide nor hair. What the fuck you was talking about? Yeah, I said, fuck it. I got to go, bitch. You talking crazy and you might be crazy. Being around the world and yeah. I can find my baby. Hey, I don't know it. I don't know why. Why he's got away. Being around the world looking for my baby. This nigga was around the world looking for his sanity. He was so drunk. Yeah, yes, a drunken stupor. Oh shit, y'all. Leave me. I'm gonna, I'm gonna have to stop. I am tickling my ass to death right now. I am goofy as fuck right now. Okay. Okay, well that will never happen because what okay. Cause what hoe will never ever get an apology from me over my dead body. Okay? Sincere Go Grace's panel one time. Like, hell the fuck. Look, I had to and then he invited me to his panel. I had to say, Lemon, no, I had to think about it. I think I started with I had to think about it, and then I thought about it right after I said this shit. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good in the skybox. That is my position. I don't dislike you, but would I get on your fucking top? Fuck yeah. But do I dislike you? No. It's too much going on over there. He needs a little bit more structure, and we all learn that as a CC. The shit be like when you first start off, it's like the fucking wild west. Trolls coming out of everywhere, motherfuckers with their strife and their beefs. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Goddamn planets descending upon you. Okay, the Martians from that planet called sectors. The alien creature from them planets is just coming in their fucking spaceships, descending upon you and shit, talking nanu and shit. The motherfucker say what? Where you say you from? Okay, I'm saying, and the populace for your planet starts getting scared and shit. Oh my god, the aliens are coming! The aliens are coming! It's like watching, like, you know what I'm saying, one of them sci-fi movies and shit. Motherfuckers is running and screaming and all you gotta say is boo to a motherfucker. Like, bitch, I don't know you. I'm saying hi, nice to meet you. But it gets like that. A panic runs throughout the land. They be panicking. And you might panic a little bit too because you're like, I don't know these people. And then their fuckery just ensues. What the fuck's this here? What strain you on? I'm liking it to a movie. It is like a fucking movie. I'm trying to tell you, look, When the Mo 3 sector descended upon my ass, now I took them to another kind of movie, right? I say they were like a what is it called? A murder of crows. So like if you see a whole bunch of crows, it's called a murder of crows. Unfortunately, the crows got labeled that way. It's fucked up, but that's what happened. So I likened them to a murder of crows. And they were like, cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. And the sky got all dark. And these niggas start touching down, like the birds start coming down, and they start turning into villains and shit. Some of them superheroes, but they all have fucking uniforms on, like their little fucking costume and shit, and they fucking name and their abilities to fuck up some shit. Shit, it's like a comic book. So, I could get visual like that, y'all. Pay me no mind. Pay me no fucking mind, okay? But they descended upon my ass and all kinds of shit was going down. And they had all their storylines and they was fussing and fighting. Thought I was supposed to know this, that, and other. Motherfuckers start getting upset with me. It was just hectic. Okay, hectic. Now, back to Lemon's situations that I would equate what he's going through equally the same because he's always bringing new fucking people. Look at Max. Max fell out the sky. Oh shit, man. Like, the motherfuckers came in and touched down on my ass. Okay, it was a mess, Max. And Max is still with me. I mean, swear. Max had to come out one time swinging. It's like, y'all ain't gonna mess this lady's channel up. You know y'all coming with this bullshit. She knew them niggas better than I did. I'm trying to tell you, it's a straight up comic book, or like it was like the X-Men or something. Straight up. So we in sci-fi shenanigans right now. But see, Lemon is bringing all those people, and he's not controlling the dynamic because he don't know half the shit himself, but he knows his people. He knows his fucking people, and that is the part really he needs to not only protect but understand the most. And he knows his sector. So if he doesn't want certain things to pop off a certain way, he's going to have to be present a little bit, if you will. But this nigga can't be present because he on that goddamn teleport. You'd be fun to smoke with binary. How this nigga gonna be ever present when he on that dessert wine? He on dessert wine, y'all. Sincere, you say gateway drug. She makes me want to start smoking. Smoke weed every day. Okay. I like that old music. I really like this swing bands too. Yes, you do, Vibrant. She is a music connoisseur, if you will. A Big Rig Slaps Beasley says that same. But guess what? I did have parents, and they always played music. Facts. And people don't understand when it comes to music, you are your generation, the generation underneath you, and 2 generations above you. So you should have 1, 2, 3, at least 4 generations of music in your repertoire of music. Things that you like. That's how that goes. What the fuck is this dessert wine? It's like a sweet wine and you pair it with a dessert, like a tart or something like that. Some people cook with it, but it's not meant to be consumed. Okay, let me give you an example. When you go to communion, like when everybody has communion, Baptist church, all these churches, right? Catholics, everybody. That wine you be drinking that tastes like grapes, but it has liquor in it. That's a dessert wine. There's holy wine. Just think of this nigga drinking holy wine. Equivalent. Well, maybe not equivalent because that wine is better. But this shit what he's drinking is like, I could even put it on. I was about to say, it reminds me of the days when motherfuckers was buying Night Train and shit like that and putting Kool-Aid packets into it. But I don't even think that's the equivalent. It's a headache wine. He gonna catch a headache. I don't want this nigga don't have no headache. He should be in a perpetual state of headache. A perpetual state of having a headache. But he ain't. He left Shakim. Hey, Max. He keep finding his way over there to Shakim. He keep finding his way over there. Jay done told me she has info on Mika that would benefit me. Say what? Oh, Pizarro, girl, what's going on with you? What you doing over here? Peace in the LBC, Pizarro. Girl, you didn't ask that question. I said, I told you to go over there and kick it off at Lemons. Well, he found his way to Shark Kim's, and I asked his ass, why the fuck did you throw Mika underneath the bus? At this point, I'm starting to think a play went down. You think, Pizarro, do you think he's trying to elevate Mika's channel a little bit? I'm starting to think that. Because it didn't make no sense for him to do that shit up out of nowhere. But yeah, I kicked it off over there at Shakim's, and Lemon found his way to Shakim's and his drunken stupor damn near got into it with Dory. I mean, just all kinds of shit. Then Dory finally left. I don't know how. I didn't even see her drop down. Then me and him had they started equating it to like a Dr. Phil moment. These niggas start calling me Dr. Phil. Am I a Dr. Phil type? Do y'all think I'm a Dr. Phil type? Maybe a Dr. Feel Good. I mean, I'm smoking this weed. I feel fine. Got my coffee. Matter of fact, I need some more coffee. I'm feeling pretty good. Maybe Dr. Feel Good. Okay, dessert wine is a broad category of sweet wines meant to be served at the end of a meal. Yes, these wines are often sweeter and have a higher alcohol content than other types of wine. Oh, the alcohol content is higher. So if I equate it to some Thunderbird with fucking Kool-Aid, then I'm on point. She's shit. See, I even knew what I was talking about when I didn't know what I was talking about. Good goddamn alcoholic ass fucking wine. That's wino. That is wino wine. It's for winos. The fuck is this nigga drinking wine for? It has to stop. You got everyone here today. You're not Dr. Phil type. Well, man, they said there was a Dr. Phil moment going on between me and Lemon. I was trying to get down to some things, and the words matter because we're gonna see if the words gonna add up after this live, and when he goes live on his backup channel. Binary, right? She threw big shots, not Mika. Now Mika got to try to spin things in her favor. Facts. They out here telling. Not only did Lemon throw some shit out. Okay, look, muddy waters. Okay. Not only is Lemon throwing some shit into the water, Jay Dunn throw some shit into the water, and everybody is telling on Mika from one standpoint to another. And the only thing she can do is either fucking just get quiet or get in the game. But I feel like she has been tapped into the game. And I think Jadon is feeling that way too. Like, what is this about? Is this for clout or what have you? But she got tapped in. And Lemon tapped her the fuck in. Why did he do that? He really can't even explain why the fuck he did that. So I'm thinking maybe he wants to build her channel. Am I wrong for thinking that, y'all? Maybe I done went all too far to the left with it. It's gonna play itself the fuck out though. It's gonna play itself the fuck out. You know what I mean? Child, I hope Lemon don't come for Tracy. Oh my god. And that's another thing. Tracy is pissed. She's trying to understand how and why he threw Mika out there. And why is he acting like he don't know what's going on? You're wrong. You think I'm wrong? I could be wrong. Yeah, I could be wrong. Shit, fuck it. It won't be the first time. Shit happens. I mean, nobody can be right all the damn time. I'm wondering, I'm pondering a little bit. I wanted Tracy to cuss. I wanted Lemon to to cuss Tracy out though. You think he's gonna do it? Tracy is upset now. Yeah, she's upset because Lemon is not paying attention to his mods. He's not paying attention to his day ones. He's letting like a lot of craziness happen. Ness and Tracy don't get along, and Ness is over there now, and it seems like Ness is kind of like taking over a bit, or at least that's how it's perceived by certain people. And that Uki conversation, the private nanny conversation that Ness was having wasn't going over too well with a lot of people. And now you see like all these, like you see the porn bombing and all these conversations after the fact. him being drunk, the mods saying how they feel and stuff. Like, it looks like there's a lot of disarray. Like, it looks like confusion is running a fucking amok. You know, with the gangster lean. Okay, like it's just, it looks very chaotic. Okay. Even if you are wrong and sincere, I like the narrative. Some I'm gonna push it. Okay, you're gonna push it. I mean, it's a possibility. I feel like it's a possibility because look, this always happens. These CCs don't want to tell you that shit, but they have their little group of people, and then they have their little people that they like. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like their pet, if you will. I don't know. Just think of a rich person carrying one of those poodle dogs and stuff inside a little purse. They got their pet, okay? And now they want, you know, their pet to have its own kingdom or whatever the fuck. So they'll do something to tap them into the game a little bit. And a lot of times these CCs, they be up in the skybox. They be a group of them watching you and shit like that. The clicks and crews, right? The C3POs, the Colts, the clicks and the crews. And they're watching you and all that stuff. And then some take to you and they're like, okay, let's see. And like, let's support her. Let's get behind her. Let's tap her in or him in. And they'll tap you in. But it's at a cost. The shit is always at a fucking cost. I don't care what nobody says. You end up beholden to them in one way or another. And then you have to fight your way through some seas of fuckery. So it's quite possible that this could be a tap in. And she's not really going to lose because she says she's been doxxed before, all the things in between. So the sacrifice is really not that big. Because she's been doxxed before. Now people know about Jadun. Jadun gets her storyline as well. She gets her storyline. And that's why you hear Jadun say over at, TMOs today, you're not going to get your channel built off the back of me. Jadun understands exactly what the fuck I'm saying. She understands what the fuck I'm saying. She might not be touched down right now. She might be her ass in the clouds. But guarantee you that Jadun is subscribed to me. And she's going to hear if she ain't hearing it now. And she knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. You get tapped in. And you better get the stepping fetching. And they'll line you with one of the big 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or whoever the fuck is in the lineup. And that's going to get your channel pumped. And then that storyline will go for a while. Lemon will come over, grace your panel, especially since he don't have nowhere to go right now, but to that backup channel, and add more to the commentary. Then people start, fluctuating over, and then now you're off to the races. That's how it goes. But then you have to sustain it after the fact. The only thing is that I think Jadun has already been going over there to Mika's because Mika had went live and Jadun was over there. And Mika does have her crew. You know what I mean? And but there's going to be a fracture, if you will, between that relationship with Jadun and Mika. But it won't last forever. They'll find their way up out of it. Like, then things become very circular after that. Everybody will fall out, then be friends again. Be friends again, then fucking fall out. Talk shit, then talk nice. Suck farts out of motherfucker ass, blow wind up their ass. You know what I'm saying? It just becomes very circular after that. Hey, hey, young, peace in the LBC. What's going on with you? Oh my God. Oh my God. So, anyways, y'all, it is 1:20, and I want to see. Wait a minute. Could somebody go check and see if she's gonna go live in like 10 minutes? Anybody go look and see real quick. Cause I'm gonna close this fucking live down because I ain't got shit else to talk about. I'm so tired of this shit. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe not really. I don't even know why I said it like that. The point is, I'm tired of hearing myself talk. How about that shit? That's what I'm really fucking saying. That's so fucking hot. Oh my God. This is some good ass weed. I'm trying to tell you. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I'm getting me some snacks. What should I snack on? I need a snacky snack. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Swag, peace in the LBC. Okay, she's scheduled for 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, right? So we got 9 minutes 9 minutes. Let's go over to Mika's, y'all. See what the fuck is being said. Shakim, you still here? I know he going. Are you gonna go watch Shakim? He might not be here no more. Anyways, let's go over there. Yeah, he good talking and all. They just don't want a prison riot, so I'm waiting on more details. So, what? What y'all talking about? Hey, NY girl, you so late to the program. I'm about to end this damn live. I'm trying to figure out what Big Rig is talking about. What is happening? What prison riot? Shit, there's a riot on fucking goddamn YouTube for certain. That's for certain. Okay, binary. Okay, all right. Hey, Hershey, peace in the LBC. Oh, Tory Lane. Oh, Tory Lanez. When he gonna get the fuck out? Her link, please. XO, peace in the LBC. Who? Oh, okay. Let's drop. Let me get my other fucking device. I do need to. It's called Unapologetically Mika. MEIKA. Could somebody get the link, please? Could somebody get the link, please? If not, I will have to find it myself so we all can go over there and find out what is going on. So give me a few minutes. Or Vibrant, are you still here? Anybody? God dang it. Let me go get my other. Oh, there you go. There y'all go. Let's go, y'all. Oh, okay. He got cut up sincere. They tried to unalive him. Oh, what? They tried to unalive Tory Lanez? Oh, wow. Hey, XO, thank you for coming through. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's crazy. I like her, but the Coke bottle idiot will be there. We'll just be in the clouds, y'all. But anyways, let me go ahead and end this live. Thank you all for coming over. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll go live later on. Uh, Probably not. Shit, I always say that shit and it never happens. Probably not. Yeah, it was bad sincere. Oh wow. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, let me get up out of here, y'all. Let's go see what Mika's talking about. Look, and I hope she is on fucking time because I mean I hope she is prompt with it. God dang, it doesn't push it back because I mean, god dang, man, I hope she don't do that. Anyways, y'all, see y'all later. Bye.